Hi guys, it's Ivana Twin Mom. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just here in the garden watering the plants. Yeah. So today it is really nice and warm, and I do have a few ladies coming to my house today. So I'm going to make something for them. So please stay tuned because I am going to show you of how I make a Filipino stir-fried noodles that is very popular. But first, let me grab some onions for our noodles. So first we have to make sure that we soaked the noodles because it is a hard noodles. So you wanna soak it for like just few minutes, 3 minutes to 5 minutes, it's good enough. And then this way, when you put it in the pan, it's not very hard to stir together with the vegetables that goes in with these noodles. So first let's start putting the olive oil, and then you can put the garlic. I will write down on the description box below how much stuff I put in these noodles. Alright, let's just stir this garlic here. So you see guys, when you use olive oil, you don't have to really put it in a very high temperature because all you need is just that medium heat, low medium heat, just enough for the garlic to kind of like sear. And then after that we can put our onions. Now we have the carrots here. I do love a lot of carrots in my noodles, so I do put a lot of carrots. But if you want to minimize the amount of carrots that you want to put in your noodles, feel free to minimize the amount. But you know, having that nice vegetables and a lot of vegetables in your noodles, it is really actually good. So there you go. We just have to saute them quickly. So you don't want to cook the carrots right through, like you just want to cook it like halfway, because you know when you put in the noodles it would still continue cooking, and you want to have that nice little crunch when you bite those noodles, so you don't have to really cook it longer. So now we're gonna put our peppers. So this is my way guys. So you see, I'm cooking these noodles without the meat. So I do separate cooking the meat, and then after I toss them together. There are so many ways in making noodles. So this is my way. I do cook the vegetables first together with the noodles, and then I put it on the side in a container, and then after, that's when I saute the meat. It can be chicken, it can be pork, whatever kind of meat that you want to put in the noodles. So as you can see, I do not have the meat in here yet. This is just the vegetables, right? Like that. So now you want to add a couple tablespoons of soya sauce. And a tablespoon of seasoning salt. Seasoning salt is one of my favorite. It has a whole lot of spices that makes that nice flavor into anything that you make. And here's a teaspoon of black ground pepper. So we're just gonna have to stir it just like that. Here's the noodles that we have soaked earlier. So now it can go together with the vegetables. So back home in the Philippines, we do cooked noodles in a different way. Like we put in the meat and the vegetables all together and we boil the water and then we put the noodles. But my way, I learned that this way, I kind of find it's better. It kind of holds more the flavor actually. There you go, just like that. So as you can see, the noodles is already softened. So now we're going to put our other kind of noodles, which is the chow mein. Well, you can use PANSIT bihon, they call it, or the dried egg noodles. But since I don't have it here, I am only using the chow mein, which is about the same. But you know, the only difference is that the chow mein doesn't use egg. I think it's only flour. It's made of flour. So that's what I have here. So I'm gonna put it in here now. So this is the chow mein that I'm talking about. So because I don't have the Filipino regular pancit canton or the dried egg noodles, so I'm going to use a chow mein. This chow mein was also soaked in water for just a couple of minutes, but this chow mein cooks really fast. It gets cooked in just 3 minutes, so it doesn't take longer to really soften these noodles. So now, because our noodles needs more liquid, we're going to put a cup of hot water. With this cup of water, we're going to add a little bit of soya sauce, like maybe 3/4 of tablespoon, just to kind of darken it a little bit. And then we can put it on the top just to kind of spread it all around to our noodles, because the noodles kind of needs more liquid to soften it. But you know, you don't have to add weight so much because it will take away the flavor of the sauteed vegetables. And then stir the noodles nicely. Okay, so our noodles are now mixed in nicely together with the vegetables. So now what I'm gonna do is, I have a teaspoon, well, a teaspoon and a half actually, a teaspoon and a half of chicken bouillon or the chicken seasoning. So we're going to need this to enhance the flavor of our noodles. So you don't have to use it if you don't want to, but I do want to have that nice flavorful noodles, so I'm going to add a little bit of this. So a teaspoon and a half of chicken bouillon or chicken seasoning. There you go, like that. So now we're going to stir again the noodles, and then after this we can add some cabbage to our noodles. So you can use regular cabbage, you can shred your own cabbage. What I do, like something easy for me, so I'm just gonna use a coleslaw that I have bought from the store. This way I don't have to spend so much time cutting them up, and I have that nice cabbage for my noodles. There you go. And you know, with this, you can now turn off the stove, because you don't have to have the heat or the stove on as you mix this cabbage together with the noodles, because you know, you can eat this cabbage actually uncooked or raw. So if you put it in together with the noodles, it would still cook, because you know, the heat of the noodles will still be able to cook that cabbage halfway through, because you don't want to overcook it. You want to have that nice little crunch when you bite the noodles. So there you go, guys. That's how easy and simple it is to make a noodles. So now I'm going to saute my meat, which is the chicken that I'm going to put in with these noodles. So now we're going to transfer these noodles in the bowl, like that. And we're going to put the chicken in these noodles after we cook it. Oh, we got quite a lot of noodles here. Okay, so there it is, guys. So yeah, there it is, guys. So our noodles are there together with our vegetables. So now we're going to saute the chicken that goes in with our noodles. I just gonna put a little bit of oil here so that the chicken won't stick. And here's our chicken. So now we're going to add some oyster sauce to our chicken. So an estimate is about a tablespoon, because the noodles that I have is quite a lot, so I do need quite a seasoning for this chicken. So you just have to stir the chicken here with the oyster sauce. And now some garlic powder, half a teaspoon, and black pepper. This one here is the hoisin sauce, a tablespoon also. There you go. Are different kinds of noodles. Some people, they don't like meat in their noodles, like especially if you are a vegetarian, right? But you know, even without the meat in the noodles, it tastes just fine. Like, believe me guys, you know, the vegetables and the seasoning salt and the other spices that you put in with the vegetables, it gives you already that really nice flavor for the noodles. But of course, if you are a meat lover, you're gonna want to have meat in your noodles. And I usually use chicken when I cook noodles. It's just my preference. But you do, if you do like pork, you can use pork too for your noodles. So there you go, the chicken, it looks like it's already cooked. So now this chicken will go in together in the bowl where I put the noodles in. So I have a few carrots and peppers that I saved here to go with our chicken. So this is one of the reasons why I wanted to separate the chicken with the noodles, because I wanted the chicken to go on the top together with a few carrots and peppers, because it will gives us that nice color and presentation, and also it keeps the nice flavor of the chicken on its own, because if it gets mixed to the water when we put it on together with the noodles, then it kind of loses a little bit the flavor. Alright, so now let's put this chicken on the top. There you go. Alright, let's mix our noodles a bit together with the chicken. Spread it everywhere in this bowl, just like that. Alright, so now we're going to sprinkle a little bit of onions here. There you go. And you know guys, you can also have lemon into your noodles. You know, I do love a little bit of sourness in my noodles. I do love squeezing a little bit of lemon to my noodles. So when you're ready to eat, you can just have the lemon on the side. Alright, our noodles is now ready, guys. Look at this. Oh, don't you just love noodles? I can't wait to try it. So I will write down all the ingredients and the spices, anything that goes in with these noodles. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. So if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like the video, leave a comment if you can, and please don't forget the old bell notification bell so that you get notified when I have my next new upload. Thank you guys so much for staying with me. I hope you're having a great day. Bye for now.